Hello everybody. Welcome back to SRL. We're today for round 10 at Austria, and I think everyone's in. I don't know who's supposed to be here or not because people like to take attendance and not actually join, so I'm not waiting in much longer. I'm telling everyone to go. But yeah, we're here for round 10. We've got another sprint weekend, so you know what that means. Carnage! That's what we love. Right, ready up. Can't believe we're waiting. No, we're going. I don't know if the grid's right or not because everyone wanted to join late. So if I fucked it up, that is the driver's fault, not mine. Yeah. Hopefully we can have a nice, clean, good race, and we can see some competitive stuff going on. I don't know. Alright, like I said, I'm not waiting any longer. It's their fault for not joining. It took them for ages, so hopefully. Hopefully everything goes well. Fingers crossed. I don't know who's just joined. I'm not changing. Whoever it is didn't start last. I just want to get this over the way. We're already like 4 minutes past. So the game's got a glitch in it. I'm gonna have to kick him. If he's glitched, I'm gonna have to kick him. Right, well, I'm not changing anything. He's starting last. Okay, right. Got the sprint race. Gonna need to tell everyone's ready up. Shit. Ready up. When are we gonna go? 7:08. Give him 3 minutes to ready up. Right. Hopefully no one readies up early. And we can have a quick look at the driver's standings. Woohoo! Yay! As well as race. Also, it looks like it's a little wet, so that could or it looks like it's getting wet. Anyway, so as we can see, Mirbo is still your championship leader, but his championship leader's come down to 15 points now. So Sean could overtake Mirbo come the end of this sprint race weekend, and he could take the lead of the championship, especially if Mirbo has a howler and Sean doesn't. So it's looking pretty close between them. Oh, the server's not just saying something in chat. I don't know. I think someone just left. Anyway, Yel's sitting quite tightly in P3. Actually, he's got Giles not too far behind him in P4. There's a 3-point gap distance between those two, and so the difference between the top two and then everyone else is quite big. So we could see some changes come the end of this race, but I think the top two are set in stone. There's 30 points between Sean and Yav. I think the max points you can have in a sprint weekend is 34. I believe it's 8 in the sprint, because you don't get a point fastest lap in 26 in the race. So that'd be 34 if my maths is correct. It should be. So yeah, I think Sean and Mirbo are quite safe in the top two. We've got Fraser down in P3. The gap, not P3, sorry, P5. The gap between him and Giles is quite big. So there's just some big gaps there. But Fedor and Diddley, they're pretty close, 71, 72. You've got your top 7. I feel like they're just going to stay the same, because the gap between Diddley and Andrew is it's quite big. Andrew's sitting there on 35 points. He'll be hoping for a good race. He's not had the best form currently. He's been crashing out, and he's been getting some points, but not as many as he'd be liking. And we've got H-Slash there in 30 with 31 points. Doptrick down in P10 on 30, so they'll be hoping for some more. Doptrick's been on a good run of form lately, so if he can just keep it out of the wall, stop crashing, and actually finish some races, I think he can move himself up in the championship. Maybe challenge Andrew. If I want to call best of, what would I call it? Best of the rest. You've got the guys at the front. I'd still say the top 7 is like. That's your front field for this right now. So I'd say that is best of the rest. And you've got all the other guys. You've also got the constructors standings. You've got Alpine leading, 179 points. Got quite a big gap between them and Aston Martin. But Williams and Aston Martin, they're pretty close. So they've got one driver each pulling their weight for Aston and Williams, the two drivers at the front of the championship. So they could, it'll be interesting to see that. But Alpine's looking good because they've got two drivers up at the front who are looking very quickly. Anyway, those are the constructors, the drivers. Let's get back to the action as the drivers are readying up. Getting ready to go. We'll wait and see. I'm hoping and praying that everything's right. Like I said, it was kind of rushed because people decided they didn't want to join. One of the cars has just gone off. Okay, so here we go. Here's the formation lap. Let's hope that this all stays alright. This might be a bit glitched. Oh, this game's so broken. Anyway, it does look like it's about to weigh it down, but who knows? We've got 12 laps. It's going to be a quick one, so we'll have to wait and see. We'll have a look at what tyres. Everyone's starting on the medium tyres. Interesting. So no one going for any alternate strategies. Yeah. So there we go. So we'll have a look at the grid now. It is reverse championship order, except for Caden, who's in 17th because he was having problems. No, I couldn't be actually changing anything. Oh, let me turn down the game because that's going to be really loud at the onboards. I might have pipe. Okay, cool. See, I hate these sprint weekends. I'm too rushed. Everything's going on at once. I'm going to get everyone in the game, and I've got to put their blooming the grid order and stuff. I don't get any time to relax and just be calm with it. That's why I prefer the normal ones. It's a lot easier. Right, I should probably also share the stream to everyone. I've not been able to go through the grid order. I mean, we've got Benji in P1, Lewis is in P2, but it's glitched. Upton's in P3, Fish is 4th, Kieran's 5th, James is in P6, Duttrick's in 7th, Pace is 8th, Andrew, is in P9, we've got Diddley in 10th, Fredo's in 11th, Fraser's in 12th, Giles in P13, Yas 14th, Sean's 15th, Mirabeau's 16th, Caden 17th. This looks really glitched and weird. I don't know what's happening. Oh, shiver me timbers. And then what I do is that. Yeah, I am aware that I'm sending it to so many people. Right, we need to get on the start here because we're about to start the race. Here we go, 5 red lights for the Austrian sprint. We have 3 disqualifications and away we go. First sprint race in Austria. I know it's like a very clean start up at the front. There's some lagginess going on. As it goes to turn 1, is there going to be any contact through turn 1? It looks kind of clean. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's a Mercedes round. There's Giles has been spanned as well. Giles and Fraser and Andrew all having problems. Look at this though, going into turn 3. The 2 Alpha Tauris going side by side. He's free wide into turn 3. Oh, Upton's been clipped by Kieran. He's spanned, but he's managed to save it. And now Kieran and Yav going side by side. Yav's on to P5. Mirabeau's got a 5-second penalty. The championship leader has been given a 5-second penalty. I don't know if that was just worthy or not. We'll have to see. James and Dilly going side by side. Yav now trying to go the inside. This is the battle for P3. This is really loud. They're going 3 wide. Sean has spun. I think, yes, Sean is around. It's mayhem on lap 1. It's just a usual SRL start. Oh, what's happening with James? I hope I'm not lagging again. That would really ruin it. Benji's round from the lead. Oh, look at this. They're going 3 wide. Mirabeau is behind James and Kieran. The battle for P4 this is now. Oh, it's mayhem on the start. Kieran and James still going side by side. Fallen Fish is now leading. He's got the fastest lap, but Diddley will be closing up on the Williams. I need to sort my Wi-Fi out because this is so laggy. Jesus. Benji's around, I think. Giles in the pit. Same with Fraser and Sean. As we now go on to the second lap of this sprint. Absolute chaos. Mirabeau trying to go on the outside of James now. He's going to break later than him. This is going to let Kieran get a switch back on James. That's Kieran up into P5. Mirabeau up into P4. Oh, Upton and Fiddle are smashing together. That is Fiddle up into P8 though. And Andrew is around at turn 2. This is not surprising. We always see mayhem at the start of these races. Sean's down in 13th. Not a good start to his sprint. We're going to remember in these sprint weekends, only the top 8 score points. So far, Upton and Andrew will not be scoring points, but they will be in the normal race. Besides the top 10. I am very laggy. I might need to reset it. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is so shit. Do apologise for that. See, the cars are going to be teleporting quite a bit, probably. So on this side game, he started getting bad last week. I don't know why he's bad, but anyway. Mirabeau's gone fastest. He's in P4. There's some gaps now forming between the top guys. James has already got no ARS. He's using so much. He's just completely cut the first corner as well. But he will have DRS on Kieran, but I don't think he'll be close enough to make any moves. Looks like he'll be staying down the 6th. And yeah, he's used all his ARS up, and it's only lap 3. So he's not going to be able to use any additional speed to try and make an overtake. That's him staying in 6th for now. Lap 3. Things are just calming down just a little bit. Benji's now down in last after having that spin on the opening lap. Diddley will be trying to chase down Foreman Fish for P1. Fedor and Hasty Flash are having a battle. I think Hasty Flash is... he's in go, so he must have left. Oh, disconnected. Oh, okay. Kieran's got a time penalty. Kieran has got a penalty now. He has track extended. There's been a spin as well. Is that Kieran spinning? Kieran has spun. So he's got a penalty, and now he's span it. You see, the top guys are all starting to close up on each other now. What's some in the Hasty Flash? Oh, it's just because Hasty is in AI. Yav's gone quickest now. Mirabeau's gone quickest. As we start lap 4 of 12. Hopefully the lag calms down a bit. There we go. Diddley on the back of Foreman Fish. Is he going to go to the outside of the Williams? Yes, he is. Who's going to break late? It looks like Foreman Fish will. Diddley is still sticking around the outside. Diddley's going to get a better exit. He's got more speed. He's got a DRS. Diddley gets into P1 of the sprint here in Austria. Fraser's gone quickest. There's nothing that Foreman Fish can do about that. He was literally a sitting duck. That don't work. I was going to say because he's a fish, but no. Just ignore me. And look, he's now got Yav and Mirabeau coming up behind in the top 4. You can throw a blanket over them that close. They have gapped James in P5 as well. 4.7 seconds. So this could get very tasty. Diddley's got to hope that he can pull away from Foreman Fish and that Yav and Mirabeau give Foreman Fish hell so he can try and pull away and win this sprint. But Foreman Fish, to give him credit, is still sticking with Diddley. Well, Yav is right on the back of Formula Fish. Mirabeau will just be watching from far to see if he can make any moves. He does have a 5-second penalty that might get taken off. I don't know what happened. He got it in the carnage, so he's probably going to get taken off, I'd imagine. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'll have to give that to the stewards. If he does it, oh, both Formula Fish and Yav lose the rear, and that's going to invite Mirabeau to go be inside of Yav, and that's Mirabeau up into P3, but Yav is going to try and go back at him in the pits. Kieran has DNF'd. Oh, no, I don't think he's DNF'd in the pits. I think he's actually crashed. Let's go, but there's a safety car. There is a safety car just as Mirabeau tries to go for the move on Yav. And there's Yav back into P3 after that. So Giles has gone into the pits. So I want to... Okay, Sean's pitting as well. So they're probably going to go into softs. I want to see what happened to Kieran. I think he did... Yeah, he must have just binned it on the exit of the last corner. Wow. Oof, I'm surprised it took that long for a safety car. Well, like 5 of 12 now. Oof, that was a crazy, crazy start, as we've come to expect in these SRL races, but this is going to be very useful for the likes of Sean, Giles, Fraser. I'll put them back up to the rest of the pack, and hopefully they can come and try and make some overtakes. We want this for the championship battle. No disrespect to Mirabeau, I love the guy, but we need him to have a man, we need Sean to get ahead. 15 points is the gap. Foreman Fish is pitting, Diddley's going to stay out, Yav is pitting, same with Mirabeau, so Diddley is staying out on his mediums. The softs will go with 6 laps. So he's still going for track position. They will be quicker at the start, but oh, Mirabeau's serving his penalty as well. Upton's going to stay out, so let's go put him to P2. Let's see, I'm just serving his penalty now, going on the softs. Hasty stays out, but I think that's because he's not in AI, he's back in the game now. So Foreman Fish is going to come out into P4, but they will all have quicker tyres than the top 3. That's Foreman Fish, Yav, Mirabeau, James, he paid, Fedor's in the pits as well, same with Andrew, Fraser's come in, Giles and Sean already paid. I don't know if Benji will come in or not. I mean, he's got nothing to lose at this point, he's in last. So Diddley, Upton and Hayslash all think they can stay out on the mediums and beat the guys behind them. They've got the track position, 6 laps to go still when the safety car comes in. I don't know, maybe 5 or 4. So I think this. I mean, the softs will get to the end, and they'll still be quicker probably for the whole race. But the drivers behind have got to overtake. Benji's got a penalty under safety car. Well done. That's silly. Anyway, well, 6 of 12. Halfway through the sprint. Remember, this is just a sprint race. We've got the full race to come after this. This is effectively qualifying for the real race. The qualifying for this was decided via the reverse of the championship order. It looks like it's actually getting brighter because it did look very dark and gloomy. It says Flash, she's going to come into the pits. It looks very laggy. Oh, God. But yeah. So he's pitting, and I'm guessing he's going to go into the softs. A bit late to do that, though. Maybe he didn't get a chance to do it when the safety car first came out because he was joining back. That's going to drop him all the way down. At this point, if you don't pit and you're behind the safety car, you might as well just stay out. Which will keep your track position. Anyway, I believe the safety car should be coming in at the end of this lap. See where Hazy Flash gets out. Is he going to get out ahead of Giles? Is he? Giles is going to just get ahead of Hazy Flash. So that is Giles up into P9. But we know what this means. Safety cars breed safety cars. Everyone is back up together. Compacted, close up. We've got Diddley and Upton, P1 and P2, both on the medium tyres. All the tyres as well. And we've got everyone else behind them except Benji on the softs. And they are fresh softs. So this could get tasty. Diddley and Upton, our heads in ducks right now. They've got to be careful. Von Fish is looking like he's in a really good position here, but he's got the likes of Yav and Mirabeau behind him. Two very quick guys. As we see, the safety car is coming in this lap. So the restart will be on lap 8. We'll have 5 extra laps of racing to decide the grid for the Austrian GP. And also still points up for grabs in the sprint. P1 to P8, get points. When is Diddley going to go? He doesn't want to go too early because he don't want to meet the back of the safety car. And I do not want to see what would happen if he does do that. Because that would just be mayhem. And the stewards would be working out forever what to do. Anyway, he's still weaving. When's Diddley going to go? He's going to go now. He's going to go early on the penultimate corner. And he's going to absolutely ditch Upton. That is the best case scenario for Diddley. And Upton has spun on the restart. And look at this, Yav already on the back of Von Fish. He's going to move to the outside of the Williams. Mirabeau just sitting behind watching this. Let's actually go on board with Mirabeau. As Yav is going to go clean around the outside of Von Fish. That's a great move from Yav. Up into P2. And then Mirabeau is going to make great gains. Round up the inside of Von Fish, sorry. You got better exit off of turn 1 into turn 3 now. Obviously that is a low king, that's turn 2. They're still going side by side, I think that's Mirabeau into P3, yes it is. Any more moves coming into turn 3. Easy flashes, gears dropping down, Sean's up into P10. We've also got the 2 Mercedes battling for the final points position. Is there going to be any team orders? I don't think so. That's a shit camera angle. Let's get back on board as Fraser's trying to go around the outside of Andrew. They're giving enough space. They're still going side by side. Don't touch your teammates. Fraser's now got the inside line. Andrew, I think he's just going to drop back. Yes, he drops back, and now Sean will be on the hunt for Andrew. But Fraser now gets the last points position. See him now. Zooming through sector 2 into the 3rd sector. Oh, he's flashing a massive kick oversteer, but manages to catch it. And look at this. James on the back of the final fish. But Yav is behind Diddley. He's right on the back of him. Yav has got the fastest lap. The gap is 4 attempts. There'll be no... Oh, there's been a spin. Benji span. And he's retired. I don't know if he did that on purpose or because it looks like he's still moving. I think he did. I think he paused, so we've got that. Because his car's still moving. But there's 4 laps to go in this race. And Yav is all over the back of Diddley. And look at this. They're going 3 wide into turn 3. No, it's 2 wide, sorry. James has been overtaken by Fedor. And now Fedor's going on the charge of Formula Fish. They're side by side. Coming to turn 4 now. Who is going to back out? Formula Fish is going to try... Oh my god, these camera angles are so bad. Formula Fish goes on the inside of Fedor doing some good defending. He's trying to retake people, but Fedor has got more traction out of the corner. And that's Fedor up into 4th place. Oof, this is getting exciting. Giles in 6th now trying to chase after Formula Fish and his teammate. But look, Mirabeau's on the back of him. He's pushing him round the corner now. As they're in the final sector. Going to the last 2 corners now. They will have DRS on this next lap. But Yavi's so close to Diddley. Diddley on them slow medium tyres. He's done well to stay ahead of them for now. Oh, Mirabeau's coming on the inside. Well, no, let me get the correct car. There we go. DRS is enabled. Oh, Diddley is fecked. He is fecked. Yav's, he's going to be smart not go for the move. Mirabel's hardly got any. Diddley's got a lot of VRS to be fair to him, so this could be really useful for Diddley. Let's go ball with Mirabel, as both Yav and Mirabel have no ERS, but they do have DRS. Fraser and James are going side by side. I don't think there's going to be moves at the front. A nice Fraser up to P7. As I say that, Diddley span! I don't know if he made contact with anyone, but Diddley's around, and he's gone from P1 to P8. He's battling with James Stedham. They're touching, careful, easy. But just like that, Diddley's gone from the lead to P7 or P8. He's going side by side with James now. I don't know if there was any contact with him. It didn't look like Yav was close enough. So I think he just spun it himself. But he's going to stay to P7 now. Sean is going to try and get ahead of James. This is for the last point. James does have a penalty though. Oh, is Sean going to go on the outside of James? That was sick. What a move from Sean. Up in safe. And now he's got Diddley on his list next. Up the inside of the AlphaTauri he goes. And now Sean up into P7. Some stellar driving from him. Upton's retired. He retired in the pits. Now the penultimate lap of the race. Mirabel is chasing after Yav. They go through turn 1. Mirabel will have DRS. Yav won't have any. No ERS for any of the drivers. So this is going to be full DRS power up. Diddley spun it again. Diddley's having a shocker. Mirabel on the inside of Yav. They're going to touch. They made contact, the two leaders. Who's got DRS? Mirabel has DRS as they're going on to turn 4 now. I think Mirabel's got the straight line speed, but no, Yav's got quicker speed than him. Mirabel's the DRS, he's got the inside line. Who's going to break later? Yav's going to try and stick it around the outside, but that's going to be Mirabel into turn 1. Yav's got better races though out of turn 4. This is great, man. Is Yav going to keep his nose in? Nah, he's got to dive back. But there is one more to go. Look at this Fedor from out of nowhere into P3 now. This could help Mirabel out so much if Fedor gets in the back of Yav and tries to overtake him. The gap's already 7 tenths. They're still within DRS range of Mirabel. We just see freezing on the back of Giles. No moves being made right there. Fedor's got a penalty. Fedor's got a penalty. No, that's not what he needed. He's going to drop from P3 down to P7. Maybe even more. Maybe down to P8. No, James got a penalty. So he needs to hope that the drivers around him will also get a penalty. Both Yav and Fedor have DRS. This has just helped Mirabel out so much. I don't think there'll be any moves. But it does look like Fraser and Giles are going side by side. Fraser's going to try and go around the outside of Giles. Giles will break later. Fraser's going to try and run the switch back. But there's Sean! Sean is on the inside of Fraser. Fraser, oh, they've touched! They've touched! They've made contact! Sean and Fraser have made contact. No one's retired. What's gone on there? That's silly. That's silly. You're supposed to be good and you've crashed. How have they done that? That's a straight line. And Fraser and Sean, two people you do not expect to crash out on a straight line, have hit. That's not the first time they've made contact this season. Remember Miami? Actually, no, they didn't make contact. Sean, actually, did they? I can't remember. It's in the montage somewhere. We'll just have to watch that back. Anyway, coming round the penultimate corner. Now the final corner. Your championship leader Mirabel is going to extend his lead on Sean, and he's going to win the Austrian sprint race. Then we got Yav in P2. Finally, the Fish is going to go to P3 because of Fedor's penalty. Giles is P4. Fedor's now in P5. Sean in P6. Andrew will come on in P7 and get 2 points for the Mercedes. Look, Sean lost his front wing. James is going to get P. No, he's not going to get P8. Diddley's going to get P8 because of James's penalties. Wow, that was intense, silly, mental, everything. Wow. More of that in the race, just clean. No crashing. Mirabel driver of the day, I agree with that. From not last, but second to last. Well, technically last. I don't know if Caden was in or what. Because we saw a bunch of guys get disqualified, so they disconnected. Anyway. Okay, right. So there we go. That has been the sprint race for Austria. Mirabel, there he is with 8 points, winning the sprint race. That's him on pole for the main event. Yav got up to P2, formal fishing P3, great performance from the Williams. Hopefully for him, he can continue that into the race. We've got Giles in 4th, Fedor's in 5th, Sean's in P6, Andrew's 7th, Diddley's in P8, James is 9th, Hayes Fashion P10, Fraser in 11th, Upton 12th, Benji's 13th, Kieran's 14th, Lewis with 15th, Debridge 16th, and Kane 17th if they actually can get back in and not lag out. There we go. I need to tell them once ready up. They did well to not ready up early, so fingers crossed it's the same for this. Ready up at 7:30. Hopefully no one is up too early, but there's 2 ass mechanics. Why are all the mechanics just like T-posing inside of each other? Either someone else readied up early, or it's just the... Oh, they actually have as well. Wow. People just... I'm not restarting. Actually, we could restart. Yeah, I don't understand why people keep readying up so early. It's all readied. Right, anyway, someone decided to ready up early because they are a spacker. Fuck up, we'll restart. We're restarting. I think we've got to restart because Lewis and Derptrick have retired. Oh, can we? Can I be bothered because we have to restart? Oh no, they haven't. Wait, no, they just hit each other. Wait. Oh god, this is annoying. I think they haven't disconnected. I think they've just made contact with each other. So we shouldn't need to... Yeah, God, it's annoying. We should be fine. Okay, now we've got to mix... Okay, I'm confused. Is he still in? I can't tell. I think he's in anyway. Mirabels and Paul, Yavs in P2, he's starting on the hard tyres. We've got Fonfish third on the mediums and Giles in fourth, Theodore in fourth, fifth, John's in sixth, Andrews in seventh, Diddley's in eighth on the hards, and we've got James in ninth, Pacefish in tenth, and Fraser's starting on the softs, interesting. Upton also on the soft, Benji's on the soft, Kieran's on the mediums, everyone else on the mediums, Boom Bosh Fish, bada-ba-bam, everyone should be in. Here we go. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights. Ooh. Away we go for the Austrian GP. And it looks like Mirabel's got a good start. Yes, he has. Sean, that's former fish. Sorry, he's dropping down. Mirabel's into the lead. Any contact into turn 1? It looks kind of clean. It looks fairly clean. Well in, boys. Well in. It's clean for now, but we're going up to turn 2. We've got the 2 Alpines going side by side. Yavs on the back of Mirabel. I don't think he's close enough to make no moves. Going into turn 3 now. This is where it could get a bit spicy. Ooh, they're clean. They're clean. Keep this up, lads. Keep this up. There's a Haas going really wide. I think that's Upton. He's flashing Caden disconnected and got disqualified. The game's broken. What can you do? The battle for the last points, though. The 2 Mercedes and 2 McLarens. Fraser's... Oh! They've touched! The 2 McLarens have touched! I don't know if they got any damage. There was no spinch from it. Oh no! Upton! Upton and Lewis have taken each other out! Benji's in the wall! Benji's in the wall. Is he retired? I don't think he's retired. That's Upton and Benji making contact. And that is... They're both. They're still in. They're still in. There's been a spin. I think. No, there wasn't. Yav's just down into P3. He's trying to go on the outside of Theodore. That's not where we make a move. Might get a warning for that. He's dodgy from him. Mirabel's already got a 2-second gap to Theodore. Giles is on the back of Yav now. Andrew's in the pit, so he got damage. He's going to turn 1. Look at this Theodore and Yav are going side by side. Let's get on board. We're going to put camera angles. They're going side by side through turn 2. Let's watch from Giles because he's got a perfect view of this. He got around the outside of Theodore. Yav's going to get into P2. Theodore's just going to drop back. Giles is now going to try and go around the outside of his teammate. He breaks much later, but he's going to go wide. He stays on the track. Theodore will get a much better exit. There was a little kick of oversteer for someone. The 2 Alpines are battling now. Will there be team orders? We'll have to wait and see. Fraser's on the softs. He's pretty close to James, so he should be trying to make moves early on. He's on the quicker tyres. Sean's got up to P6. He's got ahead of Foreman Fish's teammate. So Foreman Fish had a shocking start. Fraser just on the back of this train. Now they're going side by side. It's Diddley and Giles. Diddley up into P4. Sean is now going to try and come at this. Giles tried to get a better exit than Diddley, but couldn't make the move. Look, Sean is now trying to go up the inside of Giles. I apologise for these bad camera angles. I'm going to keep switching back to on board. That's Lewis. Lewis is retired. How's he retired there? Is it going to be safety car? Oh, Sean and Giles have made contact. Sean is up into P5. A little bit of contact between him and Giles. Sean has barged his way up into P5. Giles is going to try and come back. Mirbo in a league of his own, 2.3 seconds ahead of everyone. Getting the fastest lap, pulling away. We see some gaps forming now at the front. Sean, though, on the back of Diddley, he's using his DRS. He's using his DRS up the inside of Diddley into turn 3. Sean's gone purple in the first, up the inside. And I think Foreman Fish is also going side by side with Giles. Yeah, there's 2 sets of side by side. Diddley and Sean still going at it. I don't know where to watch. And also Fedor and Yav kind of getting close. Sean going around the outside of Yav, not Yav, sorry, Diddley. Just trying to make sure I get the battle behind as well, because Fraser's trying to go around the outside of Foreman Fish. Sean's into P4. Foreman Fish, sorry, Fraser up into P7, getting ahead of Foreman Fish. See Giles just holding there. That looked like a great move from Fraser. There's the McLaren going slowly of Lewis. He's retired on track because his car won't be moving. So Lewis is retired on track. Time and time it's on to stop. Mirabel going fastest again. These camera angles are annoying. Sean's now gone quickest. Look at this. Fraser and Giles going side by side. Giles is dropping down now. Fraser up into P6. Giles on into P7. Foreman Fish on a massive kick of oversteer. James is now coming up behind Foreman Fish. Some great battles going on. I don't think there'll be any moves. Giles is not close enough to Fraser. He's going to break out a lot later. Fraser is on the soft tyres, so he will be a lot quicker than the cars around him. Look at this stuff. Fedor and Yav. Need to get on board. I really can't be asked for these camera angles. They're stuck. Oh god, Yav broke later than Fedor. They made contact and Fedor's gone up into P2. Got a lot of contact this race. We need to calm down. Also, that Williams looks like it's got a lot more red than usual. They added that. I swear that Williams didn't have this much red. Williams just looks really red. Anyway, Sean is now behind Yav as Fedor has managed to get up into P2. Fedor having a good start to his race. He's on like 4.36. Let's hope we don't commentators curse him, because the start of Silverstone did not go well for him and he span it. Not his fault though, he did get spanned. Anyway, staying on board with Sean. And now start lap 5 of 36. They both have DRS, Sean and Yav. Sean, ooh, it looks like he was trying to make a move, and Yav is pushing Fedor around the first corner. Oh, kick of oversteer for Sean. Mirabel will be loving this battle. And we see now Sean is going to try and make a double overtake on Fedor and Yav as they go into turn 3. He's going to break late, and then both of them on the inside of Yav. He got ahead of Fedor. Fedor's going to come back, and this time they're going 3 wide down to turn 4 in the second DRS straight. Fraser got ahead of Diddley, and Sean looked like he was going to get up to P3, but no, Fedor's dived on the inside of Yav to try and get back into P2, and I think he's made the move. Yav is going to stick with Fedor though, trying to stay up the inside of the Alpine. Can he keep it? Can he get the move? He's on the slower, harder tyres. Fedor's going around the outside. Some poo camera angles. Sean's going to try and follow Fedor around the outside, but he can't. Fedor and Yav's got more speed coming into the penultimate corner. That's going to be... Oh! Yav and Fedor made contact. Luckily there was no spins. Fraser and Diddley are also going side by side for P5, sorry. Dobshi's got a penalty. And actually, I want to say this. Is Fraser going to get a Fedor? I don't think so. Not Fedor, Diddley. Oh, Yav spun! Yav has been spun! And also Giles and Foreman Fish are battling. Yav has been spun at turn 1. There's moves everywhere. Sean's waiting. Sean must have spun him. Diddley's now been to P3. Sean is waiting, so Sean 100% span Yav. That's like Belgium last season, and he waited for him. And now Giles has spun. Come on, everyone. You're better than this. Stop hitting each other. You're supposed to be the good ones. And you're hitting everyone. Right, Sean's let Yav pass. That's what you need to do. Sean is top class racing from him. Slowing down because he took someone out. Oh my god. Yav's in the wall. Sean has got damage. Dioptrix in the gravel. You guys are supposed to be the clean ones. Stop crashing. Jesus. Be more like Mirabel. Look at him. 5 seconds of everyone. Class driver. No mistake. No foot wrong. He's gone on to lap 7. Fedor's into P2 now. Diddley got up to P3 because of all that kerfuffle that didn't need to happen. I think Fraser might have got a warning there. Yav is... No, that's not Yav. That's Dioptric that's spinning. After his contact, Sean's now pitting because he got damage. And it's a whole mess. James is now to P5, Farm Fisherman to 6th, they're still battling. But that was nothing more than disgraceful, I'm sorry, but they should not be doing that. We're down to 13 drivers, Jesus. Farmfish trying to go around the outside of James, he's got a better exit than him. Will he have DRS? I don't know if he will. No, James will have, yeah, James does have DRS, but Farmfish got a really good exit out of turn 3. James is trying to go back at him around the outside. Unable to make it. He's not, is he sticking Fraser's round? And Farmfish up into P4, that was a very good move from the Williams. But James is sticking with him and they've crashed. That was James's fault. He did not need to do that. Sean and Dioptric oh god, this is so dirty. Giles' span. They need to take a chill pill. I wish we could like do an auto red flag. Why are we not getting safety cars for this? They need to chill out. There's too much going on. It's like they've all been given a Ribena or a blooming J2O and they're all going crazy. They need to calm down. There's too much contact. Giles. Giles is around again. Upton's up into P8 because of that. Oh my god. And Dioptric. A massive roaster. That's annoying that. They were having some great battles and they decided to hit each other. I was getting really excited for that. There were some really good battles going on for P2. Upton's around at turn 1. The grip level, these drivers have found no grip. Let's watch Mirabo. Showing them how to do it. He's 5.8 seconds ahead of Theodore. Having a great race. Trying to win both. Trying to win the sprint, trying to win the real main event. And if he keeps his driving standards up like this, he will be. Just doing some great racing. On like 9 of 36. One of the longest races in terms of laps. Because it is the shortest track. Is it shorter than Monaco? I don't actually know. Looks like Fraser's going to pay. I don't know if he's got any damage. Murbo's almost lapping Yav. He's almost lapping Yav. Jesus, Yav was in P2 a couple of laps ago. And now he's almost getting lapped by Murbo. Wow. What a difference a couple of laps will make, eh? Now the drivers are really... Sean's going quickest on these softs. Yeah, the drivers are really spread out now. Does not look like there's still 13. It looks like there's 10 or something. But we do we even have any drivers near each other? Really? James got DRS on Kieran, but he's dropped out of a second. Sorry. Diddley's on the back of Theodore. They got 1.3 seconds. We'll see if Diddley can catch up to Theodore. He's on the slower hard tyres, but them hards should start getting quicker than the mediums. We'll see when that happens. And Diddley could be making some moves. Talking about moves, Sean and Fraser. Battle for P7. Let's hope that they don't make contact again. Dabster's got another penalty. Only 2 drivers with penalties. He's pretty good with penalty-wise. Give him that. Anyway, Fraser is on the hard tyres. Sean's on the soft, so he'll be very quick compared to the Mercedes. He does also have DRS. Will he go for moving turn 1? Yeah, he's going to sit back and get the DRS out of turn 1. There we go. DRS opened up for Sean, and this should be a simple move for the Williams. Fraser's not going to defend it too much. Andrew's around, and that is Sean into P7. He's going to try and get a good exit out of turn 3 now. Try and pull away from Fraser, because Fraser will have DRS in the Mercedes. And I think Yav's going quicker, so Yav is pushing. He does not want to get lapped. And yet Fraser unable to get back ahead of Sean. Sean needs to get the gap to a second now, just so he will not get annoyed by Fraser, and so we can just try and pull. And look at this, James on the back of Kieran now. Kieran up into P5. See, he's kept out of all the carnage. He's up into 5th. Kieran's having a good race so far. But James is looking to overtake. Oh my god, commentator's curse. Did Kieran spin himself or did James hit him? Either way, they've made contact. And that is Kieran around. Commentator's curse at its finest. I don't know if James hit the back of him or not, but and Diddley's within a second of Theodore. So it looks like them hards really coming on now. I'll have to wait and see. when Fedor's going to come into the pits. Fraser's still quite close to Sean. He has DRS. Wonder if he's going to go for a move at all. I don't think so. No, not close enough. It's all just kind of died down now. Fraser's behind Sean. He's under a second. That's not that close. And Diddley's kind of dropped off a little bit from Fedor. Upton's in the pits as your race leader. So we are a third through the race. No pit stops from the front guys just yet. Diddley will be going a lot longer than the top two. So maybe the alternate strategy for him could work. But Miro is a long way up the road. James comes into the pits. We're on P5. We've got a little train. That's just Andrew being lapped by Sean and Fraser. Fraser's kept with Sean. We could see Fraser re-overtaking Sean at some point when them softs drop off. But Sean will have to do another pit stop. Fraser is on the hards, but I doubt he'll get to the end on them. And I would probably want to pit. Andrew's just going to get out of the way there nicely, not getting in the way of his teammate and Sean. When is Mirabel going to come to the pits? I reckon he's got another 6 laps maybe. I reckon lap 18, 20. He will come in. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the closest battle is for P6. Sean and Fraser. But we do have Giles and James quite close. Giles has DRS. James has just come out of the pit, so he is on fresh hards. But it does take a while for them hards to get up to temperature. So James could be struggling on his outlap. And this is where Giles is going to try and need to pounce and get ahead of him as quickly as he can. He's in DRS range, so in the next DRS zone, Giles could make the move. He'll just have to follow the Ferrari for now, but he's alright on the back of him. It's a battle for 9th. James doesn't look like he's quite got his tyres up to temperature just yet. Giles will be biding his time, waiting for a move to come through the penultimate corner now. Oh, James has gone very wide, and yet penalty. Giles looks like he's got a better exit. Then James, I don't think he'll go for a move into turn 1. So then, because now he knows he can get DRS and try and go for a move into turn 3. Giles has got a much better exit than James. Going side by side with the Ferrari. DRS opened up. Yeah, oh my god. Why? Why are you touching there? It's a straight line. I don't understand. I don't even know. I know all that bad. That looked like Giles moved into James. I could be. It's probably wrong, but kind of ruins the overtake. I don't know why they're hitting each other on the straight. It's such a simple thing to not do. It's not hard. Oh, they need to stop because it's not good. Did they got DRS and Fedor? Ain't close enough to 9-10 minutes is the gap between them two. It just doesn't look like Diddley can get anywhere close to Fedor. But it does look like the mediums are slowly starting to drop off. I think the hard should be quicker now. And maybe Diddley can see an opportunity to get past Fedor. Will Fedor pit early though? We'll have to wait and see. James and Giles still battling. Let's hope they can be smart and not hit each other on a straight. He's come to turn 3 now. James using all his DRS, but he does have DRS. He's going to dive on the inside of Giles. Can he retake P9 from the Alpine? Ooh, Giles is going to break a lot later. We're going to have a much better exit than James. James will have DRS though, but look at that. Giles has just dropped him out of turn 3. And even with the DRS, James cannot make the move back. Giles needs to get out of DRS now so he can just pull away from James and try and make moves further on. What is then Fraser? He's got a penalty. He's got a penalty, wow. There's a lot of... oh, there's been a crash. There's been a crash. Is that James? No, it's not James. It's Dervtrick, sorry. Dervtrick has spun from P8. But there are moves. Diddley is getting close to Fedor. But look at this then. There's a little 5-way battle for P5. Not 5-way battle, sorry. 3-way battle. And aside that, Sean at the inside of Kieran for 5th. Sean's at the inside. He's into P5. And here comes Fraser now. They've both got DRS. Fraser got a much better exit than Kieran because Kieran got hit by Sean and had to redirect himself, and that is Sean into P5, and that's Fraser into 6th. Kieran down to P7. And Fraser's on the back of Sean as well. Them softs look like they are not doing Sean any well. And he might be back into the pits. Speaking of pits, Ferdor's in the pits now. So he goes early. When is Mirago going to pit then? That will be interesting to see. We've obviously got a 10-second gap. 2P2. A commanding lead. Thornfish is also going to come to the pits. Kieran Span on the exit of the penultimate corner. Fraser's on the back of Sean. I think Sean's left it a lap too late to come into the pits. He's staying on the softs, but Fraser's got much more speed. He's got DRS on Sean. Coming to turn 3 now. Is he going to be able to make the move? He's trying to go around the outside. Cannot find a gap. Upton Span, he's retired. Is there going to be a safety car? We've also got, yeah, there is going to be a safety car. As Giles was looking up a move on Dioptric, the safety car comes out. Surprised this is the first one of the race, and that's perfect for Mirbo. He's going to come in now and pit. But it's also not perfect for him because his 10-second gap is going to be reduced to 0 seconds. So it's good that he gets a free pit stop. You don't have to worry about all that. But it's bad that his mega gap they had to P2 is now going to come all the way down. And see Diddley getting a free pit stop as well. So he could even jump Fedor here. I think he will do. Yeah, Diddley will jump Fedor. Because of the safety car. So that's really helped Diddley out. There he is. Sean's going to pit. And that's unfortunate for Fedor there. Safety car coming out at the wrong time. And that's put Diddley up in speed 2. Fraser stays out. Sean comes in. Imagine just be onto the. Oh, he's onto the medium. Is it the hard? Yeah, the hard ticket. That makes sense. Thornfish will stay out as he's just come into the pits. Kieran is in the pits as well. We'll see what tyres he goes onto. See the AlphaTauri driver now in the pits. He's gone onto the hards. Dioptric comes in. Giles is staying out. 9 lap old hard tyres. They will probably not go to the end. They'll be a lot slower than everyone. Might be banking on another safety car. Yal's going to come in. We're down to 12 drivers. Jeez. Well, obviously we did have 2 disqualified at the start because this game is broken. But it's very unfortunate for them. But wow, we're about 17 to 36. About halfway through the race. We've got 12 drivers remaining. First safety car of the race, somehow. And yeah, Mirbo is leading. His mega gap they had has come all the way down, crashing down, but he still keeps the lead. It's an Aston Martin 1-2. Even though there's only one Aston Martin in, and I'm pretty sure the other one did attendance and decided, you know what, I'm not going to race. Whatever. Diddley's up into P2, and he's on the mediums as well, so 16 laps. Not 16. How many laps is that? I'm stupid. 18 laps, because we're halfway through. 18 laps on the mediums. You'd think that could be done. I think he can do that. They'll be very bad come the end. I'd imagine there's going to be another safety car. But he's going to be quicker than Mirbo, or should be at least, on the restart. He's on the quicker tyres. I know the hards do took a while to get up to temperature. And we'll have a few laps under the safety car. But I don't know if he'll do much help, Mirbo. So it'll be interesting to see. Looks Diddley's going to be looking to try and challenge Mirbo for the lead and get ahead of him and then try and pull and see what he can do on the mediums. And Diddley's looking quite good for now. So we'll see how that unfolds. Fedor's next in P3. He got jumped because he paid a lap before the safety car came out. He's on the hards, 2 lap older, or lap older than Mirbo. Well, that shouldn't change too much. Fraser's up into 4th now because he stayed out when the safety car came out. But he is on 9 lap old tyres, so that could affect him come the end of the race. I mean, you'd imagine that they can go to the end, but they will be very worn and it'll be very slow on them. So, I mean, we'll just have to see. We're literally only halfway through the race. Anything can happen come this point. There's going to still be so many more safety cars. Bonefish is sitting in 5th. He's on his fresh hard. Same with Sean in 6th. Sean has been on a comeback drive ever since the multiple contacts they had. Giles in P7, 10 lap old hards as well. Same with Fraser. He's probably going to get to the end on them. There's no more stoppages. But he will be quick on them come the end of the race. And they'll be very slow and worn and will not be fun to use. So we'll have to see how he gets on. Then we've got James sitting in P8 on 7-lap old hards. So again, not as worn as Fraser and Giles's, but still it might be a bit close come the end. We've got Kieran in P9 on his hards. Was doing well until I commentated Kirsty. Apologise for that. And Duptrick sitting in P10 in the last points place on his hard tyres. He was doing well until he span. He was in P8. But he's still in the points right now. Yav in P11 on the mediums. They're 3 laps old. So again, with Diddley, you'd imagine the mediums can get to the end, like, especially when they're only 3 laps old. They like Fraser and Giles's hards. They will be very worn. But she'll get to the end, and he'll be quicker than the guys around him on the medium tyres. So, Yav has got some positions to try and grab. He's got some overtaking to do, and we've seen him. He was running P2 before his contact. He's got some speed, so we'll see if Yav can get up maybe to where Sean is. I don't know, maybe even up to the front. But he's got a lot of overtaking to do. Yeah, Andrew's in P12, but he is a lap down. He'll have to try and get out of the way of Formula Fish, that is. Of course, Andrew's a lap down. Shame for Andrew. He seems to be finding himself in this situation a lot where he's a lap down when the safety cars are getting away. Happens, I can't remember, it happened in Baku, it happened somewhere else. Anyway, safety car is coming in on this lap. We're going to start lap 20 of 36. Murbo is just weaving, getting ready to go. When's he going to go? He's going to go now. I think someone has span. Yes, it's Andrew who has span. Which is good, he's got out of the way of everyone. There we go, restart is on. Diddley is all over the back of Mirabeau already. No DRS obviously until the 3rd lap of Green Racing. No moves into turn 1, everyone just keeping it nice and clean for now. We've got 12 drivers left in this race. On the run now to turn 2 and turn 3. Diddley is not close enough for a move. Anyone going for it? No, looks nice and clean. Everyone just driving though. As I say that, Dioptric and Yav having a little tussle for P10. Oh, the touch! Oh, Yav's in the wall! And Yav's retired! Oh my god, that's insane! And there's moves, Sean and Formula Fish. And wow, Yav is out of the race! Wow, he hit the back of Dioptric and then smacked the wall. That did not look like that was Dioptric's fault. Yav looked like he just got on the power too early and smacked the back of him. And Yav has been on such a good run of form lately, and he's just bottled it like that. See, that's what can happen. Anything can happen in these races. And that's unfortunate for Yav, but what can he do, eh? He's out now. So there we go. Mirabeau is leading the pack onto lap 21. Diddley's got 8/10 gap between him and Mirabeau. Mirabeau is just slowly pulling it out. Diddley should be quicker on the mediums, but he's unable to make any progress up on Mirabeau. Mirabeau has looked untouchable today. He's just in a race of his own. Looking very speedy. We've got Theodore in 3rd. Fraser is behind on 7-lap older tyres. Jesus. Fraser is still looking quite speedy, but now he's got Sean behind him. We've already seen those two go side by side, touching a couple times this race. Kieran and James pretty close. Is Kieran going to go for a move? He's going to go to the outside of the Ferrari driver, but is unable to make anything happen. James is going to stay in P8. And it's just going to stay nice and calm now. Nothing really happening. Kieran is all over the back of James though. He's on much younger tyres than him. I've got younger tyres, so Kieran could go for a move in James here up into P8. I'll have to see what happens there. Gap is almost a second between Mirabeau and Diddley. If Mirabeau can get the gap to a second before the DRS is available, then there's DRS available. The gap is over a second. Some penalties for the drivers. Does Diddley have DRS? No, he doesn't. Diddley does not have DRS. Andrew's in the wall. Wow. This is really good for Mirabeau. Diddley does not have DRS on him, so Mirabeau can try and pull now, but the gap is 9/10, so he might have it. Yeah, he does have it now. That'll help him out a little bit. We've got Sean on the back of Fraser. He's got Bob with the Williams. Fraser has DRS as well, though, so DRS will not help Sean out. He looks to the inside. Oh, he actually is going to go for the move. That's a very late move from the Williams. Fraser will give him space, but Sean just wasn't close enough. Andrew's retired in the pit, so now we're down to 10 drivers. You see him go through the second sector, get into the last sector now. Did he stay with Mirabo, to be fair? 8 attempts. I just hope that he can stay within a second of him and just get pulled by Mirabo's DRS. And that could be Diddley maybe keeping a P2. Not have to worry about Fedor buying. The gap between them is 1.2 seconds, to be fair. So Diddley has got the gap to Fedor. And Fedor has got a rapid Fraser and Sean behind him, hunting him down. Surely Fraser's tails are going to have to drop off. Whoa. Lagginess. Jesus. This though, Sean looks like he's got more straight line speed than Fraser. No, he hasn't. Sean had a better exit, but Fraser just keeps ahead. Just looking really laggy. I don't know why my Wi-Fi's so bad. Kieran and James. James at the inside of Kieran. But P8. God, I'm lagging so much. I'm spectating. There we go though. Sean and inside of Fraser. Side by side through turn 4. They're still going side by side. None of the drivers wanting to yield. Let's go now through. Fraser's got the inside. And Sean's got a penalty. Sean not backing out or wanting to stay side by side with Fraser has got him a penalty. And that's Sean. He didn't even make the move. He did not need to do that. He did not need to stick with him. He's got a penalty as a result of it. Dioptric and Kieran battling for the last couple of points positions. This looks like they're going to touch. They are touching. And that is Dioptric into P9. Kieran cannot make a move back ahead of Dioptric. So Dioptric will now be hunting his teammate for P8. Speaking of hunting, Sean going around the outside of Fraser now. He's tried it before, it didn't work on the lap earlier, but now he's ahead of Fraser. He's also gone purple. And now he's hunting Fedor, who's also hunting Diddley. This is getting very intense. Hello, Andrew. I saw your race. It did not look like you were having fun. A lap down again. It's just a little battle for P8 going on. Look at this, Kieran's got a much better exit than Dioptric. They're going side by side, down to turn 4. They've both got DRS. They've touched a little. It's not Dioptric, sorry, it's James that he's battling. Speaking of Dioptric, Kieran's going to hit the back of Dioptric. Dioptric's not going to spin for it. James gets back ahead of Kieran. And also, Dioptric's come back. He slowed down, I don't know why. He didn't do an illegal overtake, it looked like. Fraser right in the back of Sean. Not able to make any moves. Also, hello, Rosberg. Been seeing you lurking about. Nice to see you chatting. Look at this Kieran up the inside of James. And that was a very opportunistic move. And he's unfortunately paid the price for it. What am I looking at? Gaps forming just a little bit. Oof. That is a major L. Oh, we're on 25 to 26. Mirabo's now got a 2.5 second gap to Diddley. Mirabo looking very good. Sean with a massive kick of oversteer. We've seen this a lot from Sean. He does like to lose the rear a lot. He needs to try and fix that, because he does not want to be spinning out and losing more points than he already is to Mirabo. That's true. You didn't get points in the sprint. You're not wrong. See, Fedor. He's not really able to make any ground in Diddley. He's got to get up to 4 attempts, but he's just not close enough to make a move. And speaking of moves, Sean is looking very keen to get ahead of Fedor. Once again, apologise for the lagginess. My Wi-Fi just decides it doesn't want to work. Fraser's got a penalty. I think he's already had one, so I think that's 6 seconds for him. Sean looking for a move on Fedor. They will both have DRS on this next straight. But Sean is looking very handy. He's one lap younger tyres than Fedor. Any moves going into turn 3. Sean is looking up for one. Here we go, up the inside of Fedor. He's going to brake later than the Alpine. And that is Sean up into P3. And oh, what's happened with Diddley? He's ghosted. Diddley's ghosted. It must have disconnected. That's very unfortunate for Diddley. I know he hasn't disconnected. I don't know what's happening. I think this is just me being really laggy. You know your Wi-Fi is bad when you're spectating and it's laggy. But Fedor's gone up into P2. Oh my god! I don't know what's happening and what's not happening. I don't know if there was contact or what, because it's too laggy. But Fedor got into P2 either way. Oh, Sean's round! Sean's round! I think he has hit the wall. As I was saying, Sean needs to fix his spinniness. Oh, Falling Fish needs to be careful not to hit his teammate. Oh yeah, that's the thing with Sean. He's mighty quick, but he does like to lose the rear and spin. He needs to go in the pits! And, oh, he's not been able to go in the pits because Giles came around. That was cheeky. Well, glad if that was me, I'd have just gone into the pits and said, fuck you, I'm off in the pits. That is good from Sean not to just go across into Giles. Because that could have been a nasty incident. And now he's Sean losing the rear and he's now down to P7. You can try and make a move on Giles. Yes, he is. On the inside, he has wing damage. Well, you can see his end plate's gone. They're going side by side in turn 3. And Giles has been overtaken by Sean. There's moves at the front. No, there isn't. They're still going side by side though. Giles and Sean. Sean will be a lot slower in the corners because of his wing damage. But he's ahead of Giles. He'll need to pit. Yeah, look at that. He's got no turning through turn 4. Giles is going to try and get ahead of Sean. He needs to be careful here. Because Sean will be struggling turning. Giles is going to get a switch back on Sean. Sean could not turn. And Giles will be back up into P6. Nice little fight there for P6 between these two. I'd imagine Sean would be coming into the pits. It'd be silly not to. Yeah, there he is. There's Sean going into the pits. Okay, well, 28.36. Mirabeau has pulled an even bigger gap to P2. Diddley has the RS. So does Fraser, though. I'm still interested to see what's going to happen with the tyres. I'd imagine Mirabeau and Theodore are going to be able to get to the end on them, but Fraser's on 19 lap hold hards, and Diddley on his mediums. I don't know. This could be close between them two. I don't know what the tyre wear is like. I don't know what it's on, but oh God, it's so heavy. James and Dotrick battling again. Two Ferraris. But imagine Fraser's not getting to the end, or if he does, his tyres are going to be very worn and he'll lose all pace. Well, he's still looking quite quick for now, but there are 8 laps to go in this race. No moves there. So stay on board with this battle. Battle for P2. Theodore and Diddley, still no penalties for them. Fraser has at least 1. So even if he does get ahead of these guys, he will lose positions on penalties. So at least the battle for P2 between Diddley and Theodore will not be settled on penalties for now. Diddley's got DRS. It looks like Theodore's just a little quicker than him in the straights. He's managed to stay ahead of Diddley. Diddley's right behind him though. Is he going to go for a move into turn 3? He is. He is. They're going side by side. He's got the inside. He has DRS again. Can he get a better exit from Theodore? Yes, he can. Theodore's going to cut back at him up the inside. He's getting blocked from Diddley. Diddley doing some good defending. And Theodore, he's got to sit back and stay in P3. Diddley back into P2. Some great battling from these two drivers. There's some good pace today, both of them. Taking advantage as well with Sean and Giles and Yav's mishaps. Because they're still battling for the minor... Not the minor, for the bottom of the what I'm considering the front field of this season's league. Oh, Diddley's got a penalty though. Diddley has got a penalty, so if Theodore keeps it clean, he will get P2 based off of penalties. That is not what Diddley needed. That is unfortunate for Diddley there, getting a penalty. And this is good for Theodore. If he can just stay with Diddley now, he doesn't need to overtake him. He can just stay with him and he will get ahead of him on penalties. Fraser's still behind them as well. I think he's got 2 time penalties, so it'll be 6 seconds. Though he's still quite close to Diddley. He does have DRS as well. Like I said, he doesn't need to go for a move. He can just sit behind him, stay in his DRS, try and pull from Fraser, and that's Kieran around. There he is, just recovering. Here is your race leader then, Mirabeau. Going through the final section, we've got about 6 laps to go in this race. He's not pulled for one wrong so far. Let's hope for him that he doesn't. I think he's led. Has he led every lap? I think he has. I want to say he has. I don't know if he's got past this lap, but he's going for some sort of grand. It won't be the Grand Slam because I don't think he's got the fastest lap. Oh, Theodore's had a massive kick of oversteer. That's going to invite Fraser to try and get ahead of him. And Kieran's around again at turn 1. If Kieran could just keep it running and not retire, he will be getting a point because he's in 10th. Obviously, 2nd, 3rd and 4th going past him now. Both Theodore and Fraser have DRS. Is Theodore going to go for a move on Diddley? Kieran's retired on the straight. He must have rear wing damage. That's going to bring a safety car out. I mean, Kieran did not need to retire. He would have got a point.
But that has actually brought a safety car. This has made it very interesting now. That is what Mirabeau did not need. Sean is pitting. This is interesting now. Either the leader's going to pit. 5 laps to go. You can stay out for track position or you can pit for the quicker tyres. Mirabeau will be thinking, no! I had this race in the bag. And now with 5 laps to go, my 7-second gap is going to go to 0 seconds. And I might have to pit. And I could be overtaken by the cars behind me. I think he's going to pit. Yeah, he is. I mean, that is a smart thing to do. But I wonder, Diddley, Fedor, Fraser, are they going to stay out and try and be opportunistic with this? Oh, yeah. Diddley staying out, I think? No, they're not. They can happen. But this helps Mirabeau and Fedor as well because they don't have any penalties. Fedor's now got a speeding penalty, so the only person without a penalty is Mirabeau. So yeah, penalties, this is going to mix it up so much because everyone's got different penalties. Giles is spending the pits. So the positions it finishes in is going to change. It's not going to be that. There's so many different levels of penalties. But everyone is in the pits. I mean, everyone. Sean pitted a lap before. That's going to help him catch up to everyone. But we'll be effectively 4 laps to go in the race. Maybe a bit less. The cars are all going to be bunched up for one last sprint to the finish line. They're all on fresh softs. They've all pitted. All of them have got penalties except Mirabeau. Mirabeau's led every lap, I'm more than certain. He's going for his 3rd win of the season here in Austria. He won the season opener in Bahrain. He won in Imola. Can he win here in Austria? We'll have to wait and see. Deltrick and Sean need to stop overtaking each other. Waiting for the drivers to catch up to the safety car. I'd imagine it'd be in next lap. I doubt it's going to take Sean and Duttrick another lap to catch up to the end of the pack. So we will have about 2 laps to go, I think, when the safety car comes in. This is going to be fun. The last dash to the finish line. Mirabeau has looked in such fine form this entire race. Not put a foot wrong, but he's got to get the restart right. He's got to not spin. He's got to make sure that Diddley or Fedor don't go for a move on him. And hopefully for him, he can stay in the lead and keep it. But even so, if Diddley or Fedor or anyone overtakes him, as long as he stays within 3 seconds, he's won because he's not got a penalty. So he needs to keep it clean. He needs to not get a penalty. And he can be overtaken. Yeah, he won't want it. He'll want to win this on track. But if he just keeps it clean, he is winning his 3rd race of the season and extending his championship lead. The gap is, well, it was 15 points before the sprint. I can't remember. I think, did Sean get 6th? I can't remember. But Mirabeau got 8 points, so he's at least extended it a little bit. But he can extend his gap even more to Sean. Everyone has caught up to the safety car. We've got 9 drivers left. We will be going on lap 34. 2 laps for the drivers to go around the shortest track on the calendar to try, maybe make up some positions, maybe get a win. Maybe Mirabeau will make a mistake and crash. Who knows? But he's looked in such fine form that I don't know if that's going to happen. There we go. Drivers weaving, getting temperature into the tyres. Everyone's on the same. There we go. Safety guys coming in the lap. Everyone is on the same tyres, so there'll be no tyre discrepancy. They'll all be on the softs. There we go then. So just going to the final sector. Mirabeau backing up the pack. Getting ready to go. There's the safety car. Just doing its thing. Oh, the safety car extended track limits. You see that? It went over the curb. Can't be doing that. Here we go then. 9 cars. Getting ready to drive these last couple of laps. What is going to happen? Will we see any contact? Will we see any spins? Any extra penalties? Any moves? When will Mirabeau go? Is he going to go in the penultimate corner again? He almost lost it. He's still going slow. I think he wanted to go then, but he lost the rear. He's going to go now. Round the final corner. Here he comes. Going on to lap 34. Here we go. James has got another penalty. See if anyone's going for a move into turn 1. It all looks fairly clean. There we go. No moves. But into turn 3 now. This could be a different story. Diddley is looking like he wants to get ahead of Mirabeau, but the gap is too big. I don't think there'll be any moves coming up into here. No moves into turn 3. Though Sean is on the back of James. They go inside the Ferrari, side by side. There's a run down to turn 4. And Sean slots his way up into P7. Next on his list is Giles. Giles is trying to get ahead of Sean's teammate Formula Fish. As we see, Mirabel's not quite gaps Diddley as much as you want to. The gap is 6 tenths. Also, Diddley does have his penalty, so Mirabel doesn't have to worry too much as long as he doesn't get a penalty. Mirabel's looking good. Fraser's going to go wide. I think that's going to allow Formula Fish to get up close to him. Not close enough for any moves, though. There's now about to start the penultimate lap of the race. We see them go round the last corner. Dabtrix got a penalty. Mirabel has taken the fastest lap, so I think he could actually get what's it called, the Grand Slam, because I do believe he's led every lap. I'm convinced he has, and he got pole because he won the sprint. So it's looking very good for Mirabel for that. Here we go then. Sean will be inside of Giles for P6. Ooh, they're making contact. No spins, though. Crucially, there's no DRS even for the driver, so they're going to do this on pure speed and DRS. Also, the two Ferraris battling it out for the last points, playing positions. They're going side by side to turn 4. Oh, it looks like they almost touched them, but they didn't. We did not want the two Ferraris to crash with each other. Teammate collision is never what you want to see. And luckily, that did not happen. Let's see him now come through the final sector. Mirabel has got the gap to 9 tenths. I think there'll be DRS on this lap, I believe. Maybe not, I don't know actually. But it won't matter. Sean and Giles, is Giles spanned? He has it. Giles trying to go outside of Sean. Sean got ahead of Giles. We didn't see that move. Dabtrix is span. DRS is enabled, so we could see some moves up into turn 3. There are still opportunities here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're on the final lap of the race now. Wait and see. Fraser's got DRS on Theodore, but Theodore also has DRS into turn 3. Yeah, Fraser isn't close enough. It looks like he wanted to get that move done, but cannot make a move from that far back. There's Mirabel just doing his thing. Diddley closing in. Not close enough to make any move. It won't matter anyway because he's got his penalty. Fraser's looking very racy on them softs, but he can't make any moves as he's not close enough to the back of Theodore. And the gaps are just stagnating right now. No one close enough for anything. If they'll keep it clean, they'll be finishing on track in this order. But as I said, there's many different penalties, so this is still subject to change. But at the front, I don't think that's going to change. Mirabel comes round the penultimate corner. Diddley's going to go really wide. Come around the final corner though. Mirabel's not put a foot wrong. And Mirabel is going to win the Austrian GP. Diddley's going to come on in P2. Theodore in P4 because Formula Fish is going to go to P3. Theodore will be 4th. Sean's gone up to 5th. Fraser's to 6th. Giles got dropped down to 7th. James is P8. And Dioptric will come home in P9. Last on track. Wow, I said it was going to change come the end. And it did. Dioptric doing a little spin across the line. Well done to Mirabel. What a performance from him. Great race. Dioptric gets right up there. I think I'll either give it to Mirabel or Formula Fish. Formula Fish looked very good that race. I was very proud of how he did. Managed to get up to P3, kept it clean. Still got a penalty, but less penalties than everyone else. But Mirabel getting no penalties, not putting it for wrong. I believe he did get the Grand Slam. There he is walking out onto the podium. There we go. He's just really... Thank you, follow Upton. I do appreciate that. Unlucky today, mate. You're looking quite quick, but you had your spin and retired. It's unfortunate. Get him next time. But yeah, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm glad to see my alerts are working. That's nice. Still been broken, so yay. Oof. Well, that was a fun one. There was some silly incidents, but apart from that, I did enjoy that race. It was very nice, especially at the start. There were some good battles. There we go. That's the results for the weekend as a whole. Well, let's have a look at the. So that was the results in the sprint. See, Mirabel, we got pole. I think he led every lap. I want to say did. He might have not, but if he did, he's got the Grand Slam. Anyway, Mirabel, there he is. He got the fastest lap. Full 26 points. That has really helped him out in the championship fight. That'll help him pull away from Sean, who finished in P5. Where did Sean finish in the sprint? He finished 6th, I think. Anyway, so Mirabel has won the Austrian GP. Diddley finishes P2. Formula Fish in P3. A great performance from him. to get up to P3. We've got Theodore in 4th, and Sean's in 5th, Fraser's in P6, Giles is 7th, James in P8, Duptrick in P9, and Kieran P10. He got DNF, so I don't know if I get points for that. So when he retired, Andrew's 11th, then Yav, then Upton, then Benji, then Louis Sam, then Hayesfash, and Caden, who both got disqualified because the game's broken. There we go. There we go. Right, that sub-goal thing's still broken. I need to fix that. But yeah, that was wild, to say the least. A wild race. Remember about getting the win? It was good to see that from him. You know, did not put a foot wrong that entire race. He was looking very quick, and he's extended the championship lead. Can't fault the guy. He did an amazing job. Like I said, Fallen Fish as well. He looked very good that race. Managed to go to P3. He took advantage of all the penalties. Fredo was also looking quite quick, but just he could have got P2 that race, but decided to speed in the pits. I was very unfortunate for him. And Sean, with his championship challenge, has unfortunately taken a hit with his mistakes and getting beaten by Mirabel. But yeah, that's been Austria. Don't know what the next race is. I should probably look at the calendar more. I keep forgetting what the next races are. But yeah, that was not too bad, that race. Hopefully next week we can, yes, do it to get a podium. He was looking good that race. Like I said, he took advantage of everyone getting penalties around him. Didn't put a foot wrong, as far as I can remember, and he managed to get P3. It was a good performance from him. But yeah, hopefully, because we've been seeing this a lot with the disqualifications, people disconnecting. It's a bit annoying, really. I mean, there's not much we can do. The game's just really broken, so playing, it's what we get given. We've just got to work with it. But yeah, that was Austria. So when did you? Oh, you got podium in Imola, didn't you? Yeah, Andrew, you looked really unlucky this season. You just keep, for some reason, I think that's definitely the second race now that you've ended up a lap down in the safety car, getting in everyone's way. I think it did happen in Britain as well. Your season's it's not been good, has it? But yeah. Hopefully next race as well we can have less contact. Usually we see the guys at the back crashing, but the guys at the front are crashing a lot as well, which is not what we want to see. So hopefully it dies down a little bit. Because to be fair, at the start we saw some very good racing. There was no contacts. It looked very good, very clean, and then it just got a bit dirty after that. But yeah, like I said, overall pretty good race. Yeah, I remember it happened in Baku. I remember seeing that. Mate, you just could have. Did you change it to yes, but it says repair wing damage? I never chance it and do it on auto. I always put it to yes if I need wing damage because I don't trust the game. Hello, Finn lad, how you doing? You've just caught us at the end of the stream there. It's good timing. You still got what? Is it like 10 races or something? So it said auto. Yeah. I when it's auto, it should do it because it should recognise you've got wing damage. I mean, I guess it depends how bad it is, but the game's that broken that you've got to just, I always put it to yes just to be safe. You missed the race, Finn. You missed Austria. You've come right at the end. You didn't even get to watch one lap. It's just not on. I'm joking. But yeah. That's been SRL. Someone please screenshot that. I'll bounce back next weekend. Someone screenshot that, please. So can't wait for next weekend you to end your race in a wall or something. You know what? I hope for you do bounce back. You've not had a good season, and I hope you get some more. But yeah, we'll be back next week at the same time. Oh, I don't know what race it is. Hungary, maybe. No, is it France? I think it's France. I believe. I don't know if we're doing France this week. We might not be doing France. I can't remember. Either way, we're back next week. Yeah, that is usually the case. It does decide not to. Yeah, just in the future, Andrew, just change it to yes. It's just it's like so more reliable and got more chance of it actually changing. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there. My voice is hurting again, and I'm hungry. So it's been SRL here in Austria, like I said. Same time next week for, I believe, France. I don't know.
And yeah, hopefully we can have a very fun, interesting race again. I'm gonna head off. Oh, bless you, Andrew. That was rude. Anyway, thanks for watching.